My name is Tim, or Timothy. I'm a fourth-year student studying French and German interpreting at Heriot-Watt.
My name is Hana Smith, and at Heriot-Watt I studied interpreting and translation in French and Spanish.
My name's Hayley. I'm a Business Development Associate at Earthblocks. I studied International Business and French at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh.
Amelia, and I'm a Risk, Culture and Control Manager at NatWest.
I wanted to study at Heriot-Watt because of the course specifically. This one is really unique. It's got very high-tech equipment as well. This was a course that allowed me to have the kind of practical approach that I hoped for.
I was blown away by how welcomed I felt, how comfortable I was on campus. I got a really good feeling from the lecturers and tutors. I felt as though they were really helpful and just friendly in general, and I thought these are the kind of people who I want to be teaching me the languages. No matter what, at the end of the degree I would be able to apply my language skills to a business environment, and it was a lot more about communication and presentation.
My language skills were not of a high level at all when I started at Heriot-Watt. I'd only studied Spanish for 1 year, so I did find it difficult when I started, but the level that the teachers pushed us at allowed me to catch up with my peers who did have a much higher level than I did.
We were offered an additional subject out with our degree programme. So I did beginner's Spanish, and it was literally from scratch, and then I was able to continue doing that in second year. It was nice to be able to have the opportunity to learn another language.
Even though we are getting to a stage where there's going to be an app for everything, I personally don't think technology will ever really be able to take away the communication. When you use the language, when you speak to someone, you really get to see what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. So I would argue that's why language still has an importance today and why it should still be studied.
I think my lasting memory would be my year abroad, just because it's just a really amazing experience to live like that and have the real free reign. You're supported enough but independent enough to be able to do it, and a lot of the friends I've made I still keep in contact with, and they're some of my best friends now. It was just great. It's a great place to be a student.
My degree definitely helped guide me, and it also gave me a much more concrete idea of what I wanted to do. I'm now working at the United Nations as an Associate Programme Management Officer. We work with member states directly to help them facilitate partnerships, which is really great. I use a lot of my languages there, especially with Francophone African countries. It's a really interesting role.
So I work for a startup based in Edinburgh called Earthblocks, and we sell software as a service. So it's an analysis tool for analysing satellite imagery. The fact I've been able to communicate in a different language has challenged me to think of innovative ways to put a message across in simple terms, in a way that will be understood by other people. My current role is working on a specialist project, which is going to be rewriting the strategy of the risk function. When I compare myself to some of the people I'm working with, my skills are completely different, but in a really good way. And I think one of the things I always say to new starts, whatever their background, is you can learn a subject, you can read the textbook. How you apply that is through your soft skills. I could go into a completely different industry tomorrow, but I'd still be strong at presenting, writing notes, summarising, and that's something that a lot of other people potentially don't have. When you speak a language that isn't your native one, you definitely have a different persona. You start to appreciate different cultures, and you actually question or challenge existing views that you maybe had within your own culture.
It completely changes your mindset. You realise, there's not that many differences between us as people. We all really are the same, even if we don't always understand each other. It definitely does change the way you see the world by studying a language degree. The way that different cultures operate, the way that is different to your own culture.
I think studying other languages really opens your mind to other people and being able to communicate better. I've learned a lot since I started my degree at Heriot-Watt. It opened my eyes to the world that there's a lot more out there.